Hey, it's another great day in Denver. We are living in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're going to tell you everything there is to know about Lakewood. We're going to show you a map tour, kind of jump in my computer and show you around, show you proximity to Denver and Lakewood and where everything is, and kind of just all the goods about Lakewood. So let's get after it. Okay, so I'm Michelle Wise. My partner Cheryl Crown is not here today, but we are living in Denver. We're going to give you all the information you need to know if you're considering making a move to the Denver metro area, today specifically Lakewood, Colorado, and kind of give you the ins and outs of what Lakewood is, where it is on a map, what it has to offer if you're thinking about moving here. And so if you're coming here from out of state and thinking about making a move, or you currently live in Denver and are considering moving to Lakewood, then you've come to the right place. Because we live here, we can give you all the information you need to know. So make sure you subscribe below so you can see when we drop our next video and you can learn everything there is to know about living in the Denver metro area. And listen, while we love making these videos, we have so much fun doing it. We are licensed realtors here in Colorado. So if you're thinking that you're ready or you have more questions or you actually are ready, you start finding a home, then give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of our information's in the contact information in the description below. And we get calls and emails every day from people that are looking to make the move here, and we personally answer and respond to each one individually. So you get us, we're a team, we work together, and even though Cheryl's not here today, that's what you're going to get. Regardless of your time frame, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next month or next year, give us a call and we're here for you. So let's get into Lakewood. Okay, so here's Lakewood. Lakewood is a great location if you're moving to Colorado or thinking about moving to Colorado for that Colorado outdoor activity experience and feel. It's roughly about 8 miles or so, depending on where you're going, to get to Lakewood. There's multiple ways to get from Denver into Lakewood. So you can see here, this location is fabulous. So over here, we have all the mountains, all those things that are typical Colorado, driven ideas of skiing, snowboarding, hiking, fishing, biking, trails, snowshoeing, boating. That's all up here in the mountains. But you'll see proximity to Lakewood. It's unbelievably close. It's hard to live in the Denver metro area and not get closer than Lakewood is to the mountains and all the fun outdoor activities. So when you're coming to Lakewood and you're looking at, okay, I live here now, how proximate is or are these activities? Lakewood's location is one of the best. So 6th Avenue here is one of the main thoroughfares. It's in parts of Denver, it's an actual typical city street with stoplights and etc. But in Lakewood, it actually turns into kind of a highway. So you can pretty much drive the expanse of Lakewood on 6th Avenue and it feels like you're on a highway. So you'll take that and then you'll get over here to I-70 and head up to the mountains that way. There's also 285, which runs just on the edge, which is Hampton, but that also takes you up into the mountains up through Morrison, and then various other different arterial roads that get you east and west here. North and south, there's ample streets that get you across the city easily. And so Lakewood is a great location for getting into the mountains and all of that. It also can get you down here to Chatfield State Park if you like the outdoor activities. There's various lakes all across the city here that's super proximate to the city of Lakewood. The nice thing about Lakewood, though, is Lakewood also you don't even have to leave Lakewood to get some of these outdoor activities. So Lakewood has, we'll go over it, but it's got obviously lakes. It's named Lakewood, and that is legit. There's actually multiple lakes here in Lakewood that you can access and a lot of green space. So here's Lakewood on the west edge of the Denver metro area. Downtown Denver is right here. You've got the airport over here on the east side. So proximity to the airport's not the best from Lakewood, but again, if you're not going there daily, is easily offset by the fact that you can get to the foothills and the mountains super easily from Lakewood. But again, Denver's here. Golder's up top here, and then you've got the tech center, the tech center in over here off of I-25. Again, you don't have any per se large business districts in the city of Lakewood, but there is ample employment opportunities in Lakewood. The Federal Justice Center is here, hospitals. There's multiple colleges. We've got Red Rocks Community College as well as Colorado Christian College. So you've got a lot of opportunity for local employment within the city of Lakewood. One interesting thing to note about Lakewood is that in 2016, it was ranked as an all-American city. And they only rank 10 cities a year on this list, and Lakewood was one of those because I think of this great outdoor activity, proximity to things. They gauge employment. They kind of look at the whole big picture, but that is definitely a token in Lakewood's cap for the fact that it was named one of the all-American cities. So that was in 2016. So not much has changed. If anything, it's only gotten better since then. So even more reason that it should bear this honor. So you will see Bear Creek Lake Park is right here. And that actually, when I said the town is named after lakes, might be one of the reasons why. It has 3 lakes in this park itself. You can boat, you can fish, you can hike. Camping is allowed there. There's multiple trails. So this is definitely an outdoor paradise for the residents of Lakewood and others in the Denver metro area. You can see it's very expansive. Big section of area here, the various lakes. And this is definitely one of the pride and joys of Lakewood here. Along here too, there's a couple golf courses just because it is such a scenic area. I'm sure it's ideal place for these developers to come in and put golf courses. So you've got a couple golf courses here. There's another one up here at Bear Creek. So lots of outdoor activities right here in this quadrant of Lakewood. And the other great thing they have is Green Mountain. So Green Mountain, this is actually a neighborhood right through here, but you'll see if we can zoom in, this section right here is Green Mountain. So again, this, I think, park has over 2,400 acres, open space and trails. This actually summits at about 6,800 feet. So if you hike all the way up to the top, you have expansive, massive views of the eastern plains of downtown Denver. It is absolutely stunning and beautiful up there. You can see for miles and miles and miles. So 6,800 feet above sea level, that's, up there. Denver's the mile high city at 5,280 feet above sea level, but this is going to get you even higher. And so you can imagine the views that you can see from up there. Again, tons of trails, people ride their bikes, walk their dogs. It sits right here on the edge in pretty much the center of Lakewood on the edge here, but you can see it kind of no matter where you are here in Lakewood. These homes all through here. So the homes in Lakewood very few are new builds. So because of its proximity in the Denver metro area and the way it's been developed around Lakewood, they don't have a lot of open land to build new houses on. It's pretty much all taken. So when you find a new build in Lakewood, it's going to be more your scrape and rebuild, where somebody comes in, scrapes the old house off the lot and rebuilds a new house on top of it, or maybe just a little pocket lot that, was a empty field or a shopping complex that they've demolished and are putting, housing on. So you're not going to find these vast, huge, new build cookie cutter neighborhoods in Lakewood because there's just not the land for it. It's pretty much developed out, and therefore you're going to have neighborhoods, beautiful tree-lined street neighborhoods that have the big trees, mature landscaping, green feel in the summer. But with that, you're going to have a little bit older of a home too. So something to keep in mind. But so many of these homes, because Lakewood is so desirable, have been meticulously maintained, have been updated, and, really give you the conveniences that most home buyers are looking for now. You'll see here in this quadrant of Lakewood that, again, here is the golf courses. There's a hospital, Colorado Christian sits up here off. So here's Red Rocks Community College. That's there. Here's Alameda. So in and around this area is going to be Colorado Christian College. Belmar Shopping Center is up here as well. So lots of shopping. It's a nice mall area. Has a lot of various, your typical big box stores, restaurants, fast food chains, all kind of sit here along this Alameda area. The Jeffco Fairgrounds is right here. So a lot of horse activities and county fairs are here. And with that, speaking of Jeffco Fairgrounds, Lakewood sits in Jefferson County, and therefore you will attend Jefferson County schools. So Jefferson County schools are one of the top rated school districts in the Denver metro area. So pretty much Lakewood as a whole, every area in Lakewood is going to feed into Jefferson County schools, and the schools are phenomenal. So that is something to keep in mind in regard to, your kids, or if you don't have kids, your property values, because as we always preach on here, that adds a lot to property values to make sure that you're in a good school district. So great area there for that. More areas here of all the homes. Again, you can see these are tree-lined street houses here. You're going to have beautiful, beautiful neighborhoods, regardless of where you are in Lakewood. They have a bowling alley over here off of Kipling and park space. I think Lakewood has over 100 parks, if I recall correctly. So again, you can see there's ample green space no matter kind of where you go within this area of Lakewood. You're going to be in a beautiful area, lots of open space. Belmar Park is here. Addenbrook Park is right there. So you have a lot of options for green space, outdoor communities, again, and you don't even have to leave Lakewood to go to the mountains to do all of this. So keep that in mind if you are looking for that Colorado lifestyle. Another thing to think about, I don't know if it's unique because it's expanding all across Colorado, but Lakewood has a lot of breweries. So microbreweries are very big in Colorado. And don't quote me where I heard this from, but I heard that Lakewood has one of the largest amounts of breweries in the state of Colorado per space or people or something. But if microbrews are something that's interesting to you, this might be a great fit for you because we do have a ton of them, especially here in Lakewood. So that's a fun little fact to know there. Kind of covers that. But again, your neighborhoods, all of these here are going to be well-established neighborhoods. Your money goes equally well in Lakewood as it does in other parts of the Denver metro area because of its proximity, ability to have multifamily housing. If you're looking for something that's, maybe not quite a full single family house, looking for a condo or a townhouse, Lakewood does have a nice amount of those to get maybe you into the Colorado market or the housing market here. It's a great little place for sure. One thing about Lakewood that I forgot to mention is that the mass transit system in Lakewood is very strong for the Denver metro area because of its location, but it does have light rail, it has RTD busing, so there's multiple stops along there. So if you are in Lakewood and maybe you don't have a car, this might be a good location for you because of the ability and the access to mass transport. Probably one of the better suburbs for that to be able to access the light rail into Denver, or if you're needing to get in and around the city without a car. So something to think about there. So let's jump into a little bit more about Lakewood. I gave you kind of an overview, but overall Lakewood gets a B+ on niche.com and an A- for public schools. So again, I mentioned those schools, they're phenomenal in Jeffco School District. So it's a great place. And therefore I think they're giving it a good rating here on B+ for families because of that school. So Lakewood has 155,000+ people. Average home price is $428,800. So you'll notice that might be a little lower than some of the other places we've covered on in the Denver metro area. And I think that does come back a little bit to the idea that they're older homes and that you have some townhomes, condos, things of that nature in order to get you into something for maybe a little bit less. So that's a great option for somebody looking to move here. But again, they have $1 million homes too, multi-million-dollar homes that sit on beautiful acreages of lots, few and far between, but they do have those here in Lakewood. Healthiest city. So Colorado prides itself on being healthy. Lakewood obviously plays into that. And it's number 43. And again, great school. So let's jump over to maybe a little peek at the housing market here in Lakewood. Median house on realtor.com is $600,000. Again, different sites give you different information depending when they pull their information. But either way, I think this gives you a good idea to see, if you're looking for something a little lower priced, this definitely has the option. Or according to realtor.com, you're at the 600 price point. So again, food for thought and more reason to reach out to us. If you're wanting to know specifics, we know your budget. We can help you figure out what you're looking for and where. So here's a good example of a recent sale, $618,000 for a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,031 square feet. This is right kind of in the eastern edge of Lakewood. So, again, the further closer you go to the city center, the more expensive it is. One thing I didn't talk about was that Lakewood doesn't really have an old downtown area, but they pride themselves immensely on community. So they do a great job as a city of having organized events. They have a big cultural center where they put on, festivals and seasonal events, things of that nature. So City of Lakewood does a great job with that. So if the community is important to you and you're loving the feel of Lakewood, even though it doesn't have its old little downtown historic district, Lakewood will still give you that sense of community. You just will go to a park or something like that and be able to enjoy it that way. Let's see what else here. So again, everything's selling pretty quickly here. That's the listing price was 600. So the sold price is 505. So going back to when we talked about it, I think that's maybe something when we were talking about the differences between the two sites, it might be the median sold price versus the listing price. But here we go. You can see the smallest size of a house right now. This is a condo. Is 1-bed, 1-bath at 540 square feet for $209,000 on the northern side of Lakewood. And, but that's very reasonably priced for the Denver metro area. And the largest is a 7,000 square foot house over closer to Green Mountain. And that's going to give you 7,000 square feet for $2.2 million. So pretty impressive there. But again, it shows you the span of what's available. And then of course, and everything in between those two are available. So if you're looking for something different, reach out to us and let us know. It's saying that it's more of a seller's market, which is probably the case right now, just because there's not a lot of inventory on the market right now in Colorado. So that's something to think about. And again, you've got those great schools. So that kind of wraps up the tour today for Lakewood, Colorado. If you guys have any questions, want more specifics, or to dive deeper on anything we covered today or something completely that we didn't cover, we're here for you. Make sure you subscribe and then give us some feedback, give us some comments, let us know what you think of these videos. We're here to help you. And if you're ready, give us a call. We're here. So take care and we'll see you next time.